Okay, unpopular opinion. The reason why people have so many issues with mama's boys is because there aren't enough daddy's girls. And this is what I mean by that. I'm going to use an example. A couple weeks ago, my daughter picked up a habit that I have where if I'm cooking or something like that, and she's a big hugger, she's very affectionate, and sometimes when I'm cooking, I don't really have time to like pick her up, give her a hug, give her a kiss on whatever. I don't have time, and then my hands are like all sticky and stuff. So what I will do if I have a second, I would, just blow a kiss out. I just do that. And then she'll blow a kiss back. She'll blow a kiss back to me. And, obviously it's just to say, hey, I don't really have time to come pick you up, give you a hug or whatever. But, love, I send my love. And my son, he didn't really pay attention to that so much until this day. For some reason, he just felt the need to one up my daughter. And, you know, he saw her, she blew the kiss, I blew it back. And my son literally licked his hand. I mean, he made sure it was completely like slimy. And he walks up to me. And at this point, I'm like sitting down. I don't really know what's going on. I just got done putting the food in the oven. And I just went to go sit down while the food bakes or whatever. I was making some kind of bread, can't remember. Probably a large pizza. I make them pizzas at home. And he just walks up to me and he just rubs all this like drool all over my face. My first reaction was like, ugh, of course, I'm gonna freak out a little bit. But then I was like, oh my God, how sweet, Instantly, I did the math in my head and I was like, my daughter, she blows kisses. Oh, you don't feel that. She blows her hand, whatever. You blow your hand back. But I really want you to feel my love. That's how he was acting. I want you to know that I love you. And that's the thing about boys is that they are very physical. So, my daughter, I like to say that, boys, they have more concrete thoughts and girls have like more abstract thoughts. Like my daughter, she understood like, you know, I can't give you a hug or anything. You're busy with your hands or whatever. Or sometimes if she's busy doing something, she'll turn around and she blow a kiss to me, no problem. And my son, he was like, "Oh, I could do one better." Now, boys, they are highly competitive, so that was another thing. I could go on and on and on about him, and it's easy for me to do that because I'm his mama. Now, the world is a very hard place for men. People don't care about what men meant to do. All they care about is the end result. And I know I'm kind of escalating this, but for people who don't really understand this concept, they might think of it as okay, your daughter, she did the appropriate thing. Your son did the disgusting thing. As his mom, I get it. Now, my daughter has the privilege of having her father around and, having him in her life or whatever. So I don't really have the softness that her father has towards her. The way that I can sit here and break it down for my son, I guess it's easier because we're the opposite gender. So I'm like easy on him. Like I understand what he meant. My daughter, if she were to walk up and just rub slob all over my face, I would be like, you don't do that. That's not you. When you start doing that? Like I'll start feeling like she violated me because I know she know we don't do that. Now my son, I'm thinking, you know, eh, he ain't, he ain't know no better. Now, if I go talking to my husband about all this, he's probably gonna be like, "That was nasty. You need to stop him from doing that." Well, it's easy for him to say. Now, let's say if my daughter do that, my husband's gonna have a whole backstory about how, well, you let Junior do it all the time. And even if Junior doesn't do it, he's just gonna be like, well, you on my daughter's nerves all the time. So there's a little balance there. And I feel like in society, girls don't get that break that boys get. Like moms, we naturally cut our sons some slack because it's my son. Yeah, he did something. First thing I'm gonna say is no, he didn't. Then when you prove to me that he did, I'm gonna be like, well, there had to be a reason for it. My daughter, instantly I start going, you know what? I'm her mama. She got an example of what a woman should be. So I'm like, you know. And from time to time, my husband kind of nudged me a little, be like, hey, that's my daughter, you know, you need to ease up on her. And I think that's the problem, you know. My husband, he smoothed a lot of things over. She can do no wrong according to him, and my son can do no wrong according to me.